I've talked about this before, haven't I? Law. I want to talk to you about the law today. We have a wonderful system of law, common law primarily, which started at the time of King Alfred, goes back a very, very long way, reinforced in many ways by Magna Carta in 1215, trial by peers, which of course was something that came originally from Saxon law. A very good system, localised it was, and really fitted in with the concept of British law up until quite recently, which was what was deemed to be fair by the man on the Clapham omnibus. Of course, we have statute law, which is made by Westminster, the people we elect. And so we have the wonderful idea of government by consent, and we can get rid of laws we don't like at the ballot box, so on and so forth. Now, I know that's all been overturned by the European Union, which we are hopefully leaving, and I don't want to go down that route. You've heard enough about it. But I want to talk to you about something else which is very serious, in my view, extremely serious, and I don't think people have fully understood the implications of this, and it's hate crime. This new concept of hate crime, which is both absurd and totally contrary to the principles of English law. Now, what we've got here is if somebody bashes you over the head and steals your wallet, and you happen to be an Englishman or woman, and what happens is that you phone the police, I've been bashed over the head, somebody's taken my wallet, and they say, oh, that's terrible, we'll allocate some resources to you, possibly, or possibly not, depending on where we are, and they will then track down, if they possibly can, somebody for this crime. And that's how it works, and that's how it's always gone. Well, now it's different. It's changed. They've changed that. If you are a member of a minority, whether that's sexual or ethnic, it doesn't matter what the minority happens to be, it means then it goes down as a hate crime. And if that individual says, I was hit over the head because I'm black, brown, yellow, or homosexual, or it doesn't matter what it is, it then goes in the books as a hate crime. And of course, the Home Office has decided that that's going to be priority target. So if you think about that a little bit more, it means that if you are an indigenous member of the population and not a member of an ethnic minority, you are behind the 8 ball as far as the police are concerned. You're not a priority case. People have moved ahead of you. And this has to be wrong. This has to be quite wrong. There should be one law for all of us. That's the whole concept of English law, is that nobody is above the law. Nobody's above the law, not even the king. Not even the Queen. The law is the law of the land, and it applies to us all in equal measure. There should not be an advantage for one group of society over another. It is quite wrong. It is immoral. And so when people talk of hate crime, they're talking about if you are not a member of an ethnic or sexual minority in this country, they are actually saying we're moving you down the queue for limited police resources. So, is that what you really want? Is that fair? I don't think it is. Why don't you write to your MP and say that the whole concept of hate crime is fundamentally immoral, and would they mind sorting it out? Or if they can't sort it out, or won't sort it out, or won't recognise it, perhaps you should place your vote elsewhere.